Hello, hello, hello. This is the Mental Threads Podcast, episode 44. I'm here with my guest, Roland Young. Is your last name right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Roland Young. How are y'all doing today?
All right, cool. I guess they might be doing well. Anyway, Roland, we've known each other since my sophomore to junior year because I'm a transfer student, so I'd be in between the years. But it's was your freshman year when we first met, like at McLean?
No, I was a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Oh, so you're a senior right now then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're on your way out too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Anyway, it's like I know you've been doing this whole RA thing for like a couple years now. What pretty much led you to wanting to be like an RA? Don't really have like a automatic answer and everything. You just felt like
never really thought about my why. It was just, I had my mentor. He did RA, and I've been recommended to become an RA to, help with a lot of things. With me and my tenure here at Central. So I thought, do as many helpful things as possible, and the more successful you'll be.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool then. I understand. It's just like, becoming an RA, you've been pretty consistent with it for a couple years. I've been wanting to be an RA myself, but it's just I just don't have the discipline for it. Do you feel like there's a whole lot of discipline that comes with being an RA?
Of course, there's discipline in all aspects of a lot of things. It's about how much effort you put into that discipline, like whether it's going to be your first priority to come to the desk on a Friday night or, being late all the time. So there's a lot of discipline in being an RA, for sure.
Sure. And so far out of your years of being an RA, like which building do you feel like was the best? Like I don't want to say best time, in a sense, but just like what was like the most favorable year of like being an RA, like the most eventful year for you?
Ever since COVID happened, I really can't say. So,
So you'd probably say maybe McLean was probably the best, considering like it was before COVID when you started at McLean.
yeah, McLean probably was the best, to be honest. But I'm not sure, though.
Still not sure. I mean, if you want to think about it, like think it over, it ain't nothing wrong with it for sure. It's like I know it's like jogging your memories at NCCU can be a bit of a blur, man. I can't even believe I started here 2018. It feels like 2018 was like yesterday and everything, and now it's just now we're 2021 on the way to 2022.
Yeah.
I'm 23, about to be 24, and you're like, how old?
I'm 21.
21, about to be 22, basically on your way to 22. Yeah, man, it's crazy how much time can go past and everything, but it's like, it's still great when you have like the memories and everything. I know we just had a homecoming, a lot of like familiar faces came back, some people that just probably like graduated, returned and everything just to kind of like, chillax and everything of that nature. I know it's just like we're on our way to being like alumni and stuff of that nature. It's like so like when you graduate from NCCU, what exactly is like your plans and stuff of that nature? Like what are you looking forward to after you graduate?
Right now, I'm looking into graduate school and stuff like that.
And what exactly what are you trying to go for graduate school? You just gonna stay here at NCCU?
Most likely.
And what are you studying for graduate school?
Psychology and research.
Oh, and what do you plan to be doing with all that, like psychology and research?
Like research, like just going into like new aspects of psychology, new discoveries. Pretty much, being a pioneer in sorts. Having my own practice one day, eventually becoming a doctor. So just stuff like that.
Oh, so you can get a doctorate in psychology, basically, or is it just like just like like a psychiatrist or like a counselor? When I think about psychology, I'm thinking about stuff like that, like counselor or like stuff that you can really be like a psychiatrist, like doctor type.
Yeah, for sure. You become a psychiatrist, but you have to have a doctorate degree and go to medical school. But with psychology, you can just take your time, get your master's. But the more rare of a degree you have, the more of a commodity you are to the career field.
I feel that, man. You know, I'm thinking about going to graduate school too. This is next week. I need to seriously apply for real because like I'm trying to transfer to Howard University. And everything. I think I've said it on the podcast several times. I'm hoping this week maybe I could probably set something up where I can they could set up a spot for me at the business school, a business grad school in Howard University. Because my father actually works at the hospital there and everything. I'm trying to see if I can go bring my brother out there too. Because if my brother came out too, he wouldn't even have to pay for school if he had to go to Howard University. I'm like, dude, come on, let's go. Like, what is up? And everything. I don't know. Like, he doesn't feel convinced about it, and I'm just kind of like weirded out. Like, come on, like it's just school. Like, you can still come back and show your friends. Just come here for like a couple years and then go back. But it's just stuff like that, man. You know, it's cool that at least you have like a sense of like where you're trying to go and how you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do at Howard and everything of that nature. But what really like led you to have an interest in psychiatry and like psychology and stuff of that nature? Or you just like how basically the patterns of how people think and work, is that what you get your interest in, or you just thought it'd be a good degree to go into?
Something I found interesting.
It's just something you found interesting? It's no story, no backstory. It's just like, oh, like I knew somebody who did this or nothing. Just like I found it interesting. You just went into it.
Yeah, I feel like, a lot of people get lost because they don't know what they want to do, and they fall into the trap of having to want to do something that they never wanted to do in the first place. So once I found out what I wanted to do and what my niche was, I knew I was good at it. I just stuck to it, and now I'm, trying to follow the plan.
Yeah, man, I swear, man. It's just, especially with psychology. I was considering on going to psychology myself, man. Like, I swear, it's just like, because I started with, like, my parents wanted me, like, actually, my mom specifically wanted me to go to, like, freaking, to do, pharmacy. It was pharmacy she wanted me to do. And like, when it comes to pharmacy, you have to go to like take chemistry class and shit. And I'm just like, oh, like I didn't know nothing about no damn chemistry, man. It's just like in high school, not saying it was a bad subject. It's just like my teacher got sick, so it's like she couldn't even teach the subject how she wanted it to and everything. Shout out Michelle Hamilton if she's listening to this episode. But it's like, yeah, man, it was pretty messed up. So it's like when I really got into community college, there was literally nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing. Go on. Sorry, just eating some M&Ms.
How do you feel about the whole situation of education to career field?
Education to career field. I don't really know because I haven't really gotten to my career field too much. I'm a major business administration with a focus on marketing. I just got off the phone with my father and everything. He actually runs a nonprofit business at the same time while working for Howard University. So he gets mad bank like all the time, sending vehicles back to Liberia and everything. But at the same token, like I was actually talking to him to see if like maybe he can set me up with a spot to really sit down on creative, and then maybe that's how I'm gonna get my bread that way. So it's like it's good like that I have my father in my life to kind of help me when it comes to stuff like that. And even when it comes to like me going to transfer to Howard University and everything, he lives in Virginia and he works in the hospital over there, so it's just like it'd be a pretty smooth transition. And I got to stay with him over the summer for a little bit while working on my internship. Right. I was doing like direct sales basically, and it's just stuff of that nature. I wish I would have made leadership over the summer, but shout out DMV promotions. But there was just stuff in regards to my health I had to focus on, so I had to leave a little bit early and stuff of that nature. So it's just stuff like that. I don't really fret too much about it because like I do stuff like this, like my podcast and stuff. Sorry, it's just like I can't even hold. Yeah, like I do my podcast, and I have plans to really like start my own clothing line too, very soon. I just need to be able to get like the money in my bank and everything, so I can be able to like fund Shopify also. And then like I'm gonna just pretty much just manage my goals going on from there, and plus hopefully I can probably reinvest into my music too. Right. I drop my mixtape. I'm not sure. Have you listened to my mixtape yet?
Nope.
Okay, I'll just send you the link then. You can probably check it out. I know I'll be dropping it in the Men's Achievement Center group chat. I think I dropped it a couple times in the group chat at Baines Hall in the 7th floor group chat too, and stuff of that nature. It's just anything you can do to really just put stuff out there. If you can like leave a comment on my SoundCloud, I'm cool.
For sure. That's what's up, bro. How long you been doing that?
Been doing music.
Yeah.
I was writing since middle school, basically, but it was kind of off again for a little bit, and then it was just like, I really wasn't writing for like actual tape until like December of last year.
Yeah.
And everything. And one weekend, 2 weekends actually, I was actually putting out rough drafts of my early songs and everything. And then I did like 4 songs in just 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So like, if I can really just, find some time, hopefully this month, to get back into writing songs again, just to write it. Mm-hmm. I know that right now I ain't got the whole funding for everything right now. Oh, there's a picture of Heath Ledger skateboarding over Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic. But it's like yeah, it's just stuff of that nature, man. It's a huge process. It's a lot harder than it looks,
Oh, yeah?
So I don't really shit on anybody. It's like, whatever they're doing when it comes to stuff like that.
Sometimes
You got to shit on other people.
Yeah. If you never tell them they're wrong, how could you expect the same honesty in return? Wouldn't you want to know if you were shit?
It's not the matter. It's just, it's all relative. You know what I'm saying? Like, what people see as shit one day, so you don't really know the motives of why they're saying it. Some people could just be hating just to hate.
That's a good perspective on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, like for me, I love this too much to really like shit on somebody just to shit on somebody for it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it all boils down to, and this isn't my century view of how I see it, but how I see the world's view on it is like whatever is given attention is what is in. Like, you could be wearing the most baggiest, torn up stuff and get no attention and get no money for it. But if everybody wants it, it's in high demand, it got a lot of attention. It's, it's hotter than gold. So,
it's just it. And it's just like, even like with the music that I be putting out and everything, I put out like 12 whole songs and everything. So it's just like, a whole album worth of songs and everything. And most people would start like 6, maybe 7. I just started out with 12, at least have something to stand on for a while, and just kind of let it sit and marinate. And then like, hopefully, I was hoping that maybe I was going to drop 2 more projects before the end of this semester, but like, I guess it wasn't the case. I was kind of hoping financial aid would like come a little bit clutch this semester, but then a whole lot of other stuff got messed up and everything. Yeah. Was everybody's financial aid refund a little bit low? I feel like, I don't know, mine was hella low for no reason. I feel like maybe because I didn't like take off the insurance. I feel like that's what messed me up, but it is what it is.
That insurance is gonna hold you back.
No, really, and I never use the doctors here. Like, really, I've never one time since I've been here ever went there. I got my own doctors to go to.
That's crazy.
And that's what it is.
What do you mean your own doctors? Like back home?
Yeah, back home, where I just go ever. I got my own insurance and everything, med costs. So it's
did you waive your student blue?
Yeah, that's the thing. I always do that, and it's just for somebody that never carries on. I guess I just forgot this semester. That's what messed me up too. So I would have really needed that extra money, but it is what it is. I mean, like this is my last semester anyway. Like, what is it? I'm just kind of focused on just trying to plan for next year for sure. Hopefully these next 2 months and everything, I could probably have all my next projects written out already. I already got all of my beats selected. Everything's already selected. I have hella beats on my computer, like so much beats. I'm like a beat hoarder, bro. Like, I swear. And it's just free beats they be giving like online and everything. So it's like I already be having everything set up. It's really just a matter of just finding the funding and really just managing the discipline to like write a song. If I can dedicate one day to just writing one song, and then maybe just really building up where it's like I can be able to write like 3 songs a day if I wanted to,
right.
And then just take one of the best out of that song and then do that. I already got the process breakdown where I already like try to break down the beat to like the hook and the verses in between the hooks. It's really just a matter of just keeping consistent and really just knocking out in that day. So it's really a whole process, Roland, to be honest. But it's just like, I have this one producer and everything. His name's Alix. Made this. Shout out Gage and everything. When I tell you, like, bro, like, dude has really been like really helping me get through this. Like, he really, really helped me with my first tape to really sound like $1 million. Not like $1 million, but just sound really, really good. You know what I'm saying? It's just like to have the extra effects and everything of that nature. Like, you'll see in the songs too on SoundCloud, because I got like some songs I dropped that didn't really get a whole lot of traction and everything. So it's just stuff of that nature, basically. So like you would just add like the certain effects. I would change like my voice up to make it sound a little bit more professional, or make it sound like, add a little deep voice type, effects, everything to make the song sound a little bit crisp. I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about like on the songs if you want. Unless you want to like Google it up right here, it's on my SoundCloud or whatever. I guess it's the one exception I'll have in terms, since we're pretty much talking about this subject. I know we're most supposed to be talking about you, but I'm just breaking it down to you, basically.
What is it called?
Look on SoundCloud. It's TOA Tee E V. SoundCloud, yeah. And then you can look up Ego Trip with like, yeah. Just look up. You have an account or? Oh, you actually?
Yeah, bro. I've been on SoundCloud.
Oh, okay. So you be actually like spamming, like you actually listen to new artists, or you just be like?
Nah, I just be on SoundCloud.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, cool. You can just look up TOA Tee E V. I'll spell it out for you, pretty much. TOAS, a dollar sign actually. Put a dollar sign for the S. And then then T, and then 2 E's for the Y. And then ESV, which is like E and then a dollar sign. Actually, it's space. And then E and then dollar sign V. And then search. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so it's like, how you fucking with the cover? Fuck with the cover?
Yeah, bro. You got the mask on.
Oh yeah, that's the profile picture. I'm in the cover for the tape actually.
Oh, yeah. I see it now.
Yeah.
Persistent progress prevails. Arriving to your demands, prescribing to my commands. Just what the doctor ordered. Mental walls, fence, and borders. I knock them down to take my crown. Visions are more profound. Yet I'm still just losing ground. I just hop up.
If you like to skip through, like, just to kind of hear what the vibe is for each song, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
If you want to skip in between the songs, you're free to do so.
Pitiful. Empath of the presence divine. Star child. Price will beyond mystical. No need to break down the sciences. My whole vibe can clear out your sinuses. Like crack cocaine on a first class plane, the type that you're not invited in. Ego tripping, set in my ways. While I'm living, gotta make pay. Broken cycles not easily swayed. Except for the pussy, no coming straight. Fake niggas ignore heads that I fade. Colorless niggas aren't easily made. Some like alcohol possibly swayed. Got my mindset on killing the game. I just seek out for what's desired. I just gotta be what I gotta be.
You know what's actually, there's actually like, let me show you like one song, like there's some lines that I was sleeping on for a while, but I didn't realize it.
Paper trails turning pages.
What song?
I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you just on that.
Oh, it's not.
It's actually, yeah, but if you can like, then you can go down the other songs in the mixtape, because I got 12 of the songs. No, not the love song. What's that? I'm trying to see.
But that's fake news, Sean Hannity.
Yeah. Young G. Actually, hold on. So let's just pause this because I don't want to waste all this. Okay, but yeah, but what's your first?
I could tell you about some stuff I've done in the past.
Oh, what,
let me bring up my resume for you, man.
You done music too?
Yeah, I did one thing, but that was in the past, bro.
Oh, but it wasn't like something you post on.
Yeah, I'm not really an artist, to be honest. I'm just me.
You do like you just make beats or something, or you just?
I can do whatever, but I don't really do anything in particular. That's basically what I'm trying to. I don't know how to say, bro. Like, you
just do projects.
I be in the lab, bro.
Okay.
But here's my resume, man. So let's talk.
Oh, you did martial arts? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm practically a 3rd-degree black belt.
Really?
If you want to hear about that, I could tell you about the martial arts. I could tell you about the secrets of the world, man.
Oh, that's cool, man. 'Cause I'm thinking about going on martial arts too. I did an episode with Officer McPherson. One of the police officers here. I don't know if you know Officer McPherson, but it's like he did like Krav Maga and everything. He told me a whole lot about Krav Maga. I feel like that's kind of where I'm trying to get my feet wet at, because it's like, they do like 8 classes pretty much, and like for they to get through a level 1, and it's basically like a mixture of all types of like martial arts, and it's just $60 per month. Yeah, so it's like a military. It's pretty much
like a military Israelite self-defense force.
Yeah, basically.
The IDF.
Yeah, it just has all types of stuff like judo, that's
Boxing, wrestling.
It's a mixture
That's
of
crazy.
so many things. So it's like in
Yeah.
just 8 classes. So like that's really like where I want to start because I kind of want to touch base on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You know, because I want to be a better like striker. You know, like I want to be able to strike people a lot better. But also I want to be balanced. You
Right.
know, I want to be able to do all sorts of stuff. Like you can't really
You
see
want
me
to be
coming.
able to be balanced?
Yeah, like
You
I
want
don't.
to see some balance techniques? I do.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm a fitness trainer too. So
So you be training, you be like teaching karate too, or was it like that was karate, right? Like
well, no,
what's your style?
I do taekwondo.
Taekwondo. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
But I can tell that you probably know something
But
and everything
like-
because you do like work, like do like.
Oh yeah. I be chilling, man. But like, this some of the balance exercises I do at the Planet Fitness.
I may mean to balance like literal balance, but that's actually kind of dope too, bro. And that's what they taught you like in karate school, not karate, taekwondo school, or is it just?
Nah, I just developed my balance, but I be practicing boxing now. I don't really do martial arts anymore, but back in the day I did when I was younger.
And taekwondo is mostly like just punching and kicking, or is like a whole lot of stuff. Will you be doing
It's
throws?
a whole lot of stuff. In Hapkido, they do actually a lot of throwing and stuff, but like in Taekwondo, they just they do a lot of kicking mostly. They do strikes with their hands too. Anything like that.
So you're kind of like Harong from like freaking Tekken. Harong,
Yeah.
I think his name is. You know what I'm talking about? Tekken, the guy that kicks. Harong.
Nah,
You don't play video games, Harong?
I mean, I don't play Tekken.
What's your go-to video game like for fighting? Fighting video game.
For fighting?
Yeah. I don't be playing video games like that either, man. So I'd forgive you.
GTA.
GTA ain't a fighting game. That's like an open world stealing car
But
crown
like,
game.
you get steal somebody's car and then fight them for the car.
I meant like a game that's focused just on fighting, like freaking like Street Fighter, freaking
Well, I say for real,
Ventura Fighter.
my favorite fighting game is either Dragon Ball Z
Yeah, like Budokai
Or-
series. Yeah.
or what's that drink called? With Scorpion and
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is
I
definitely.
forgot that name, but yeah.
Yeah, dude. And now Mortal Kombat, I think they're making like a whole lot of animated movies now for some reason. Like, you know, it's getting. I feel like it's getting popular. Like, it's already popular with the Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X. I need to get Mortal Kombat 11 for sure. But it's just stuff like that, man. It's crazy at what they did with Johnny Cage because like Johnny Cage was just supposed to be like a joke type of character, not like a joke character, but like a he's just a celebrity. He's just a spoof off Jean-Claude Van Damme type character. And now he's like one of like protagonists, like main protagonists, especially in Mortal Kombat X. For sure. But it's like back on the whole martial arts thing. So how long did it take you like to really learn Taekwondo?
I didn't really get it, what I was doing, until it was too late.
What do you mean by that? You can free to exercise.
No, I'll definitely elaborate on that. So, I wanted to be better than I actually was, and I never really had a chance to reach my goals because they just kept becoming higher and higher in standards and stuff like that. And then the higher they got, the older I got. But the older I got, the more realistic, the thought of being a martial artist was. I got all this stuff around me, like, it's not like being an NFL star. Like, I really wanted to be up there. I wanted to be sparring national champions and going to the Olympics and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, like, I was training for stuff like that almost. But honestly, it took me about 2 years.
2 years to get a black belt?
No. Yeah, it took me 2 years to get a black belt. But after I got my black belt, it took me about a year and probably like 6 months to get serious. After I got my black belt, then I really had to start, training. And then after that, I was supposed to break this brick, and I was only like 15 years old, and I couldn't break the brick. And that was probably my saddest moment in that studio, because like I practiced for it, and I saw all my other peers breaking it. But like, granted, they was 18, 17, bigger than me, older than me. I was like this little scrawny kid. So I mean, I'm not saying no excuses, cause
No, it's okay.
honestly,
It's
I
just the
could break it.
reality.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of the situation and everything. But at least you acknowledge it. It's just like where it was, like what the differences was and everything, you know. But it's just like, but yeah, I've been thinking like, damn, they really be smashing bricks up in there and everything.
Yeah. I mean, they switched it out for marble, so I ended up breaking 2 marble things. But I was so mad. That was probably the worst day that lives in my head.
All right, just not breaking like some brick or whatever.
Yeah,
At
I
least
get
you know how
very
to like.
passionate about it because, like,
Yeah.
you have these things you want to do in life and these possibilities, and it's up to you to make it possible. So for you not to enable yourself to be able to do certain things, you know, it kind of hurts.
No, man, I can feel that for sure, man. It's just like even at my age, like I'm 23 and everything, and it's just like I'm just now trying to focus on trying to get into martial art. I could have been doing this like way when I got here, and then by now I'd probably be 3 years in. You know, I came here at 20. Could you imagine if I would have like, cause there's like a Krav Maga studio not too far from here, and everything. If I would have like really long, like it would have been just taken. That's just 8 classes to get past level 1,
Right.
and then you got to pay like 100 just to like take the test.
I mean, yeah, and it's expensive. That's why I don't have my 3rd-degree black belt.
I
They
know,
was like, yeah,
but
you
it's
know,
worth the investment too, man. Like if you really like get to learn to defend
nah.
yourself and everything.
After you got 2 certificates and 2 black belts, it's not really worth it. If you know it, you know it. Keep training and get better. That's my motto. A piece of paper, some certification, some title, that don't mean nothing towards somebody who's experienced. You don't have to have no belt at all. You can be lower than a white belt. But if you can beat everybody in that studio, that's all that matters.
And it's like for me, I'm not even shooting to just beat everybody in the studio or whatever. I just want to be so proficient in fighting and self-defense that I ain't got to worry about nothing. But it really does. And at the same token, it really doesn't matter because even if you like really embarrass some of these niggas out there who really overstep a boundary and everything, then they come back harder with a gun, and it's just like, bro, it could really mess up a whole lot of things, man. And it's like I be thinking like with the whole crowd, thing. It's just like which I really I first heard about it when like watching that show. I'm not sure if you heard about it, like Archer. You ever heard about the show Archer on FX? Yeah, like they talk about like should I learn like karate? It's like, oh no, karate is nothing. Krav Maga is what you want to learn and everything. And it's just like that's because it's really just it's not even like a tournament based like martial art. It's just more like just fighting in real life type.
Oh, yeah.
And everything, but that's crazy and everything. What really got you into Taekwondo? Was it like Shaolin movies that got you into Taekwondo? Or you just like martial arts in general?
Me and my brothers. Me and my brothers, we was just always fighting. And then when it came to the 3 Little Ninjas or whatever that movie was with Tommy and Ricky and all them, and they had this Asian grandpa and they were white. And they were over there fighting and stuff. Me and my brothers, we would always do like martial arts and mimic them, and I was good at it. So I tried to ask my mom as soon as we moved out of our old house. I was like, I want to go to this Taekwondo studio, and she took me, and I became obsessed with it, and I loved it. But then it was too much, and every sport, every child loves. Whenever the pressure gets too much for them, it's like, what was I here for?
No, it can be like that, but I don't really let like defeats and stuff. Don't let like defeats like define you or whatever. Like it's just a reminder of what you need to work on and everything. That's the kind of mindset I'm trying to adopt when it comes to anything. Even if I go into this whole Krav Maga thing, if I embarrass myself a couple times, whatever. Like as long as like by the end of it, I'm hoping by the age of 26, it's just like it's crazy how 26 is now that deadline year for me now. Like the older you get, you have new deadline years and everything. I thought 23 was gonna be the year, which like I have everything figured out and shit. But it's just like before I want to be able to do like start my own family or just do anything like that. I want to be able to master some kind of martial arts. And like I ain't gotta be like a master of it, but just know it enough where it's like I be able to defend myself. Where it's just like like I ain't gotta not about like worry or whatever, but it's just like when it comes to confrontation, it's not something where it's just like like whatever. I was like, I'm just calm. Like as long as I can be like calm in that situation and be able to handle that situation, that's all that matters. Win or lose, I just want to take control of the situation or be in a position where I can. That's all I'm thinking about when it comes to that. Because I feel like that's what it is when it comes to like physical fighting. It's just who controls the situation more. Like, it's just a mental situation and whatnot. You can be like a lot weaker, a lot smaller than the next guy, but if like the dude doesn't even know like how to throw hands at all, or he's off balance and everything, you know, he doesn't have a really strong core, strong legs, and just knocks off his access like that, it's not a good situation. You know, you can't be clumsy with it. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is like a generation where a lot of people aren't very confrontational. Although like videos on World Star give like the whole sense of just like, okay, nobody really fights like that. But it's like, you know, or it's very rare. But at the same token, you know, you can never really be, you know, too comfortable. At the same token too, and whatnot. But that's crazy that you wanted to Taekwondo. I would have never have known that just off the top, just looking at you, because I never even heard you even mention like Taekwondo or whatever. But then again, we didn't really hang out like a whole lot or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. And I know you had a whole like resume of other things that you had everything. Okay, you did golf. Yeah, you definitely look like somebody that does some type of golf.
I mean, I really didn't. I was just working at Top Golf, and I was serving drinks.
Oh, Top Golf. Okay, you weren't doing golf. You're just working there. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know how to golf at all, bro. I mean, but I did learn, so.
Oh, okay.
But now I forgot.
And I know you're also a part of Collegiate 100 Black Men. It's like, how'd that go for you? I know it's just like, you didn't just start when you were like your sophomore year. You were there like, what, your freshman year or something like that?
Yeah, I started my freshman year in October. And now, you know, being with them for 4 years now as the vice president currently, it's just, you know, it's been a journey for real. Brotherhood, you know, community service, a lot of good times, you know, a lot of looking out for one another. So, you know, it's really been cool.
Yeah, I had interest in like trying to join up with like Collegiate 100. Cause I know I was there at that whole meeting and everything. That's why I met like one other guy and everything who did music or whatever. I thought it was like mad cool, and I ain't trying to like shit on like Collegiate 100 because like I know like that's your thing and everything. I just thought it was weird because y'all had me like in the group chat and everything. Remember the whole like alcohol fiasco and everything? It's just like what was it? Just like, I think I put on like some Smirnoff Ice, and it's like, nah, that's not gonna cut it here. And then when I put like a 40 ounce, it'd be like, oh no, that's for dudes that beat their wives and everything. I was like, I thought they were just kind of messing with me.
They were just joking.
Yeah, I know they're just joking.
I don't remember when this happened, but they were most likely just joking.
Oh yeah, I know. It was just, I don't know, cause like I don't know. I guess I'm just not picky when it comes to alcohol. Like I could go for gin and whiskey just like anybody else or whatever. It's just. It's just I ain't too picky with it. Like when it comes, like if it gets you drunk, whatever. Right. As long as it's not like one of those martinis like with a freaking like umbrella over it. Like that's doing way too much, and everything. That's just where I feel like I draw the line. But you know, but to each his own or whatever. I just feel I wish I would have gotten more deeper. And I guess what really like kind of like, I know they draw me out of the group chat and everything. I guess 'cause I wasn't really making tracks and to actually make it to the events or whatever. And that's what I really missed. I think they tried to get me to a party one time, and it's like, you know, I didn't even show up to that party because like, I didn't really know how the vibes was feeling like and everything like that. But it's just stuff like that. 'Cause I had my own situation that I had to deal with too, and everything. I didn't really know if they'd understand or not. So it was just like that. But it's like from your experiences with the 100 Collegiate Black Men, it's been pretty positive and everything of that nature. Y'all just have like your own place where y'all have your meetings, or y'all just switch meetings wherever y'all go.
On campus.
Settings, just anywhere you go on campus.
Yeah.
Just anywhere on campus.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Men's Achievement Center where they have like one distinct place. It's just all over. Just a group of people. And y'all just be going to parties and shooting and setting up parties yourselves and stuff of that nature?
Nope.
Really? What y'all be doing all day? 'Cause I feel like...
What do you mean all day? We're not with each other. We barely see each other once a week. Ever since COVID happened, our turnout has become cut by at least 70%.
Dang, that sucks. That sucks to hear, man. Because it seemed like y'all had a lot going for y'all, like, before COVID and everything. It seemed like there was a whole lot. And you had your own, like, collar shirts and everything like that?
Yeah. Can you pause them?
Yeah, sure, no problem. All right, now it's on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where we left off. Oh yeah, we were just talking about Collegiate 100. So basically, when it comes to like Collegiate 100 and everything, your experiences and like just all the stuff you had to deal with that, because you're like the vice president now, like you said.
Yeah,
And it's like, were you elected vice president, or they just elevate you there?
I was elected vice president.
And how many people are in Collegiate 100 right now?
From close to 1,000 to 5 million.
I mean, like at NCCU.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Not really sure, but like you say, like probably somewhere in like the 50s, maybe 40s.
Probably hundreds.
Probably hundreds. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't even know that. Because like last time I showed up for a meeting and everything, it was just like I feel like it was just a couple and everything. I know I saw you like in the.
Well, yeah, we can't really have permission to put people in danger to be in close proximities and
Oh, yeah, because like the whole COVID thing situation now and everything.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and they pretty much got Collegiate 100s everywhere, even at like Howard University and stuff.
Yeah, they got them everywhere.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can.
Countries.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can pretty much join up with them like at Howard. Once I pull up there and transfer. Grad school's like only about like 2 years anyway, so like I'm trying to see if like I can do everything I didn't get to do at NCCU at Howard University pretty much, and just kind of leave it at that, essentially. And it's just like when it came to, I know you say y'all do like pretty much other things. You don't really dabble in music pretty much, do you?
I do.
You do like
Look at this.
Oh, jazz band member. Oh, so like what, you play like the saxophone?
Nah. I played the trumpet.
Oh, okay. So like the trumpet, like I want to say, who's the famous person that plays the trumpet? Like
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong. Okay.
Can we pause this?
Oh yeah, sure, most definitely. Hold on a second.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Right now, he's listening to like my mixtape to kind of see if we can critique on it right quick. Yeah, I know this episode's kind of all over the place, but just letting y'all know. So far, since we already listened to all the way to Ginny and the Lamp, how you feeling about the tape so far? Pretty much.
Man, this tape. I think you're doing something, man. You know how people say like, you can only change the generation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna have to be one of those things that people just gonna have to get with.
Oh, really? But it's like so far like the songs all the way to Genie and the Lamb, because I always try to put like, some of my strongest songs up first, so it's like people can stay invested and everything, I feel like most of my songs are pretty strong or whatever, from what I'm hearing and everything, and like even the flow and everything. I feel like it's pretty alright. Everything. It's like I feel like the more I listen to my mixtape, the more it's just like I realize like, wow, like this actually is pretty cool. And like this is like the first year, like I only got like 182 followers right now, and I'm getting hella views on it so far. So it's just like if I could just keep the momentum going and everything, maybe when I drop my next couple projects, hopefully everything will be all right. So it's just stuff of that nature. But so far it's just like, but critique wise, how you feeling? But I know you mentioned something about me just kind of going a little bit too fast with a lot of my songs or whatever, like, or maybe I just need to slow down a bit.
Maybe just take some time, get some more rhythm into it. It's just that's how your song sound. So just give it more flow, more rhythm. Like you don't gotta be so going in every constant second. My favorite person. No, please come
Hold
in.
on a second.
2 ads.
Yeah, basically. I think, was it 1.5 ads or whatever? But yeah, like, so, like, what do you feel about Neji Hugo? Like the song Neji Hugo, everything.
It was quick, but it stood alone, in my opinion. That joint could have been your first single takeout. It was a good song, bro. Overall, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Dang, 10 out of 10. Huh? All right, thank you. Oh, hold up. No, hold up. This is this is a love song. Hold on a second. But yeah, now that you listen to okay, that was Neji Hugo, Unnamed Love Song, Life in Reverse, Young Genius, and Mace Windu. How you feeling about the tape so far?
It's pretty good, man. I like how you're putting your art out there, for sure. And your flow, it's different. I've definitely feel like you got your own platform that you're creating for yourself, and that's something not a lot of people would say because they try to, you know, be like every other artist or grab on to the next big thing. And I feel like, you know, starting, you know, with your own style is the best.
And you feel like I just sound like something you never heard before, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard something like that before, but like, yeah.
So I said Tyler Fisher just dropping into the podcast in the background. No, it's fine. It's like, but yeah, maybe you might hop on to another episode. You trying to hop on for the rest of the podcast, or you just like whatever? You just fucking around.
I just want to know the topic and the gist.
There's really no topic. We're just talking, basically. He's just like reviewing like my mixtape, basically.
Oh, like a review.
Yeah, like a review. Or it's like 3 more songs to go, basically. So it's just kind of playing. You missed out on a lot of the mixtape. That's the thing. I just wanted to like I wanted you to have like an episode to yourself because you're a whole author and everything. So I thought maybe you'd have like a whole lot like more to say about that. So it's like you ain't gotta hop in now, but it's just like maybe like a different time. If you want to like sit in the background, I don't mind it.
Alright. Yeah, just shoot whenever you have time. I'm usually free most of the time around this time.
That's cool. I mean, if you want to just drop in the bangs, it's just up to you and everything. But I want to make like this episode entirely like about me or whatever. Just like just want to get past these last 3 songs, so it's like we can be able to like focus on like other parts about like of Roland and everything. So it's just like let's just speed past these past couple songs and just call it a day. What up?
I think this is a compliment.
Yeah, this still gonna do that. So all right, so you just listened to Drowning and everything. So like how you feel about Drowning and everything? I know like I that was meant to be mostly a serious song, but I feel like I switched it to put like some levity in there here and there and everything. Do you feel like it kind of fit with the mood and the tone of the lyrics? Kind of fit with the sound of like the whatever.
What do you mean?
Like the mood and tone of like the song, basically. Like you feel like it kind of matched up with like the beat and everything, like the lyrics and stuff of that nature. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And everything is like, you know, because I'd be trying to see if I could switch up flows. You don't feel like this one was a little bit too fast or whatever?
No, this was definitely like, you know, that flow I was talking about.
Or it's just not too over the top where it's like too fast. It's just like, it's kind of slowing up a little bit.
None of your songs are too fast. I'm just saying like, there's just almost too much consistency. Like it's like a robot.
Too much
But
space.
this one, it was like, you know, it was a little more, you know, authentic.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold up. I think, this is where H2O comes in. Hold up. This might be a little bit more different. All right, hold up. All right, so we're done listening to the whole tape, all 12 songs. I know it was like a little bit long or whatever. But anyway, so far from the tape, it's like it seems like Don't Trip was your favorite? Like the outro was your favorite song at all?
Neji, Hugo, and Don't Trip.
That's your 2 favorites right there?
Don't Trip was a chill song to me, like, yeah.
And also like the pretty in the middle part and everything, like we just kind of switching up the flow throughout the song was pretty good touch to it also, huh?
For sure. It definitely all came together. I didn't know how this was going to end. I just knew it would. But the way it did, and, you know, it really surprised me, you know. It was enjoyable, bro.
Yeah, the whole tape was just pretty like just like a ride kind of. It's just like
bro.
That's cool, you know. I guess that's kind of what I'm shooting for and everything, you know. I don't want to drop my first tape and everything. I didn't want it to be. I know some people be like, "Oh, don't drop like this many songs." You know, you're not really known out there or whatever. But I just want to be able to, you know, do as much as I can with 12 and everything. Something just told me you need to do 12 songs, like and everything. And it's just like, you know, I was very selective with like the beats I picked out and everything. I picked out a lot of these beats back in 2020, like the middle summer of 2020. I didn't even get to start like recording for it till like later on. But it's like, yeah, man, it was a long time really getting all the stuff together to actually drop all this. I just gotta go back to DistroKid and try to see if I can set something up. Try to see if I can be able to like promote my stuff a little bit more. I know one guy said he's gonna put me on some playlists and everything. I'm trying to see if I can get him here so I can get him on for a podcast interview also and everything. But that's nice. I see you actually got to listen to it and everything. I'd be dropping the links into like the the Men's Achievement Center group chat as much as I can and everything, so we can actually just listen to it. Just drop a comment. It'd be cool to just drop a damn comment. You know what I'm saying? Drop as many comments as you want, like some fire emojis. I'm cool, whatever. But it's like the more that you engage with it on SoundCloud, it gives people like they actually see it, and then they be like, okay, yeah, I gotta listen to it. Like I gotta do this and everything. So it's just like, when I get to when other people get to hear it and everything, it really gives me the impression like, okay, cool, like this is good. Like then it'll get like.
Bro,
Or
I
people listen to
understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But don't rely on other people's opinions to determine your work success or how you deem it, you know, for sure. Because like people could really, you know, tear some of your stuff down and it could be really good.
Oh yeah, no, surely. Like we didn't want to be listening to it. Hold on a second, I gotta go to the restroom. Yeah, man, but like you were saying about like, you know, other people critiquing and stuff of like that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was just like, I just see it like this and everything. It's not the matter of like I'm trying to like get like trying to focus on people's opinions or whatever. But I just want to get as much traction so I can be able to get as much attention as I can. You know, you see like a lot of my views are mostly in the thousands and everything, but there's not a whole lot of engagement. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like a lot of my listeners like in the Europe and everything like that. Well, they don't leave a whole lot of like, you know, comments and stuff of that nature. So it's just like it's good that it's getting listened to, but at the same time, I would have liked it better like if, you know, it was getting a lot more engagement. You know, so it's like, you know, for these next, I know it's like this is my 6th month. I feel like sometimes I feel like I maybe should have done a little bit more, you know, in order to like get it out there as much as I can. Like maybe I wasn't too creative or whatever. I don't really know. I'll just be trying. But, you know, it is what it is. But it's like from like, you know, the tracks you say like Don't Trip was like one of your favorite, and also Neji Hugo's your favorite. And like for Don't Trip, the reasons why you like Don't Trip was mostly because it was just like just a chill vibe. Is that's how you said it, basically?
Yeah, it was cool.
It's a cool song. And then like Neji Hugo, because you just like Neji Hugo, basically.
No. I like the flow of that song actually.
Okay, well that's cool. That's dang cool. Well, at least everybody has like their different parts of it that people like and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know it's like when my brother's girlfriend, she said that she liked Don't Trip and she liked the Unnamed Love song. She also liked Grave Shift because she felt like Grave Shift reminded her of Flatbush Zombies. This is it. I don't know if you've listened to Flatbush Zombies. You don't listen to Flatbush Zombies?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's just stuff of that nature and everything. You know, It's just. I just wish I could be able to find some way to like get like more in like the community and like the public and everything. I feel like maybe if I was just out there actually.
There was a pop-up shop where they had performances. Did you perform?
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never performed a song yet. That's the thing. Like yet, I don't know what's kind of holding me back from it. Really, to be honest, like it's like I want to, but it's like I don't know if I'm just gonna be lip syncing it and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna remember everything word for word. I feel like sometimes I need to listen to it just a little bit more or whatever to like get so familiar. I don't know if I gotta remember word for word. You know, a lot of the lines are kind of plugged in. You know, so it's just like, you know.
Do you study your music?
Oh yeah, I be listening to it a lot, really. But it's just like, you know, it's really just trying to make it more realistic for me. Where like you just have a mic on and have it playing in the background, it's just making that realistic. Where it's just like, you know, that's just the next part of the process I gotta master.
That makes sense.
So it's just like, you know. It's just something I haven't really like touched upon because, you know, you got COVID and everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
It can be hard nowadays to do anything for real.
Yeah.
That involves, you know, other people.
I was thinking about just holding off until I moved to DC, low-key. So it's just like, you know, I feel like there'll be more space for me to just do things on the weekends and just kind of just do whatever. But it's just like at this point, I can't even be too mobile right now because it's like I got my own situations right now. I have to pretty much get settled. So it's just like I don't want to make it seem like I'm throwing a whole lot of excuses, but it's always something and everything. So you can't really like take it to like the next stage. But it's like really right now, I'm just kind of focusing on just putting it out there and just kind of letting it marinate, basically, for 6 months. So like the next 6 months, maybe for sure, I can definitely like perform maybe like sometime next year.
For sure.
Definitely. But like for the beat selection throughout the tape and everything, you feel like it's pretty solid?
Yeah.
Pretty dang solid. But enough about me and everything. I know we spoke like on your resume. Hold on, which tab's your resume? It's like right here, or
Let me see. Excuse me.
okay, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, it's right here, man.
Yeah. Oh, you were volunteering at the soup kitchen and doing all sorts of things. I need to add more of my community service stuff to my resume also, man, because I was tutoring for a little bit too, and I was also like helping with the after school activities and stuff for kids and whatnot. For Wall Street Juniors. I need to start going there. I need to go there again this week, just to be there. Wall Street Juniors and stuff. I don't know how it's looking right now. I haven't been there in a minute. I don't think I've been there since September-ish, early October, because I had a whole lot of stuff I had to deal with this October alone, man. I swear it hasn't been easy. But it's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and a lot of the stuff you did in Maryland. You lived in Maryland for a little bit?
My whole life, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where you're from, Maryland.
Yeah.
Basically. Cause I actually like Maryland. Actually, I got my uncle that lives out there in Maryland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and their family pretty much stay in Maryland. And I'm thinking about moving to DC. So it's just like I don't know, something about Maryland I just kind of like. I don't know what I like about Maryland, but I just kind of like being there. I feel like, cause my uncle lives around in like Pikesville. That pretty much rings a bell. Pikesville.
I believe I've heard of it.
Yeah, live somewhere in that area and everything. And it just kind of reminded me of like my side of town too, like in Charlotte a little bit. So it's just like, it's just, I was just thinking like maybe one day, maybe I should probably live somewhere in Maryland, maybe somewhere in the DMV area. Something about the DMV area, that general area, it's just calling out to me. I can't really put it to words, but it's just something about that area.
Feel it.
Just makes it.
Arizona is calling out to me.
Oh, really? You think about going to Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Why you want to go to Arizona?
That's calling out to me, bro.
Just something about it just makes you want to stay. Have you visited there?
Never.
I know for instance, I want to visit Florida and everything, and maybe, yeah, Louisiana is also a place that's calling my name too. I don't know what about Louisiana.
No, I hear that. Louisiana, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, I know you feel like Louisiana a little bit too.
I'm thinking about somewhere else. But yeah, Louisiana's cool actually.
I'm thinking about like New Orleans area. I know like
New
the
Orleans.
hurricanes and the murder rate might be a little bit over the top, but
I was thinking about the football team like the Saints, but they can't even play at their stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Where they be playing now?
I'm not sure, like other people's stadium, but due to some storms, I believe, or something like that.
Dude, this whole global warming stuff is no joke at all, bro. This is not how life is supposed to be. Because I swear, like, Louisiana was, I feel like they were doing just fine. Could you imagine? I don't even think they would have survived a lot of this stuff, like, years prior, Like, like, way back, like, 1800s and stuff like that, I don't feel like hurricanes were that bad back then. But now it's, like, a huge problem now because there's just so much water in the ocean now.
I can't really speak on the situation because
global warming.
We don't really know what's supposed to be like because we have no experience. We had what somebody told us in a textbook. I guess that could work, but like, nah.
I just feel like the whole global warming thing is something that could be like damn sure. I don't want to say avoided, but it's just like it's something that I feel like like. There's just something that could have been done. I don't know if it's reversible yet or not, but it's just like, there's just something. There's something. Because it's just like, there's no reason why it's just like, why we only rely on just gas and stuff to get around. I feel like there's something. If they have Teslas and everything, there's something we can do. Something like some kind of vehicle transportation we can use that we don't have to use like gas. Exhuming gas
like
cars.
Electric cars?
Yeah, electric car, like Teslas. Or they had a car that ran on water, I think that they built in Japan, but they paid them off to not do that. Which sucks, because that could really be helpful. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine we kept making cars that ran on water for like years, and then like, now we don't have to use so much water?
Yeah.
And everything. Like just like a gallon of water can get you like Probably like 50 miles or something like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It'd be less of a problem. It'd be hella steam though.
Hella steam.
Yeah, because it's like, with gas, it would be always like, smoke in the air. So like with water, it would be
Imagine
steam.
if it was ethanol.
What's ethanol exactly? That's some kind of oil, right?
It's like the chemical found in gas. So I'm basically just, saying like the stuff in the air now is way worse than water.
Dang. I mean, the
steam.
I think there was like a episode on Archer. I said that old dude made something like mold that can like they can use some kind of algae and everything, and that can like be used to like start your car or whatever. I know it's like just science fiction type shit, but I'd be thinking like, man, there could be so many different alternatives. I don't think this whole gas thing is gonna last forever for sure. Like, we're gonna definitely like hollow out the earth over this stuff for certain and everything. But enough of stuff of that matter. It's like so far, how was like your homecoming experience so far for just this week? Everything went pretty swell for you?
I'm just tired. I've been working all week for 2 weeks, so I'm just tired. That's how my homecomings go. I need some tea, some rest.
Dang. I mean, I'm thinking like maybe you might have hit up like some old friends or whatever. Some people probably graduated. They probably came here just to chillax or whatever.
I've seen a lot of people that I used to see a lot. But pretty much, homecoming was just chill for me. Like, it was just another day.
Dang, just another day. Just another day. I feel like I could have done more, to be honest. I didn't even go to the tent party or the pre-dawn or whatever. I feel like I probably could have made it to the tent party, but it's like my phone died on the way there, so it was like I ain't had no ticket. I ain't know they could like just take tickets through cars or whatever.
No, them tickets was $40.
No, not for the tent party?
No, for 1040.
Oh, I forgot all about 1040 also. I forgot all about 1040. That's what I got for deleting Eventbrite too, man. I don't even be keeping up, man. But hey, I guess whatever I missed out, like for the past couple of years here at NCC, I'm definitely trying to see if I can make up at Howard University. Dude, I know the nightlife is crazy in Washington, D.C.
Couldn't possibly do that at Howard.
What, like, 1040 or?
No, just NCCU's overall experience.
Oh, really? You feel like it's not going to be as lit as Howard, or is it going to
No,
be?
I'm just saying. Howard is different. NCCU is different. Two different vibes.
Yeah. I guess there is that case in point, too. Or whatever. I don't know whether if I might have way more fun, maybe be more immersed over there, or whatever.
You might have way more fun over there, Everybody's different. Every, party is different. Times change, people change, so.
Oh, yeah, sure, most definitely. But it's just like, what really attracts me to Washington, D.C. is just how the nightlife is and everything. Like, there's always something going on, like, on the weekends.
The nightlife?
Yeah, the nightlife is crazy, bro. Like, while the clubs are pretty much just all stacked together, like, side to side to side to side and everything. You could be walking up the sidewalk. Plus, weed is legal, too. So it's just stuff like that. There's just always some situation to get into. So it's like, that's just one thing I'm really interested in,
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So it's just stuff like that and everything. Plus the women are just fine too, like in Washington D.C. Like you can, especially in the nightlife too.
Bro.
Very, very phenomenal. I was very surprised. I'm like, dang, there's like no ugly woman at all in D.C. Or that's what it feels like, I guess maybe it's like I'm still kind of biased because I just drove down like for a little bit. Plus I was kind of working up there for DMV promotions. Like I was doing direct sales and stuff of that nature. So it's just stuff like that. And you're graduating like pretty much next semester, right? That's when you're doing your whole graduation stuff. I need to get a lot of my stuff together this month for sure. and everything. I know I'm trying to get to 50 episodes. You're like the 44th episode. So that's 6 more episodes I got to do. I'm trying to see if Tyler wants to hop on soon or whatever, whenever he can. But it's kind of hard to like hit him up when it comes to this stuff or whatever. I guess because he has a whole lot of things to do. But it's just like I'm gonna see if maybe I can get Dr. Heath on for sure. Maybe Dr. Anthony Nelson, like the dean of like my business school, whatever. Maybe I can find some time. Maybe schedule him. I'm probably checking with him tomorrow, and then it's just okay. So that's
good, bro. Like, you on 44 episodes. Like, you really, you should give yourself more credit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it feels like a lot and everything. 'Cause I know the first couple episodes was just me like by myself, basically, like, kind of like how David Dickens is kind of doing his podcast.
Yeah,
just by himself. I need to see if I can get David Dickens on too, man, because I don't know. I feel like since he is like just starting his own podcast too, like maybe it would kind of like, I don't want to say kind of help or whatever, but it's like just so I can like, since like just kind of put up to a perspective and everything, like how to like set it up. Because like, look, I'm literally just doing this with just my phone now, just us having a conversation, pause and then upload it, literally on my phone. Like that's literally how I did. I spent $200 for all that equipment. I could have just been doing it like this. From the very beginning. That way I could have been just having people to interview all the time, have people to like bounce ideas off of, kind of like how we're doing, and everything like this. It's just stuff of that nature and everything. But it's like, I'm trying to see if I can get both Dr. Anthony Nelson and Dr. Heath on, so that'll be 2, and then they'll be left with 4. I'm trying to get more athletes on, though. That's the thing. I don't think I've interviewed an athlete yet. I've been trying to get athletes on, but it's like it never works. Athlete. Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like maybe basketball or football or whatever.
For sure.
Like wait, one of them. I'm trying to get one of the female basketball players to interview, but it's like for some reason it's just no. I want to see if I can get a cheerleader too or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been trying to be real ambitious when it comes to this, so to like get as much people from all walks of life as I can. But then it just hasn't been really adding up for a while when it comes to that. But it's just like I ain't no complaint. Like I literally interviewed the Subway guy, the guy that works at Subway, the guy with the beard. Like just yesterday, that was a pretty good episode. It was like an hour 30 minutes, bro. I'm saying like I'm trying to get him on for next weekend too. It's like, I think the whole 50 episodes mark is definitely something doable before the end of November. And then maybe I could do some extra episodes for December. And then
that'd be cool, bro. I mean, if you got a goal, reach it. Reach that goal and get it. And once you attain it, you know what you're capable of.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm thinking like maybe like next year, if I can maybe I can get to 200 episodes. I feel like that could be possible. Like 150 plus. Like 150 plus. The 50 episodes I did just like right now and everything. Like that's really like a goal I'm trying to like scratch upon as like as best as I can. And everything, because I didn't expect me to do this many episodes like just so in a short span of time and everything. Like I started doing this like in April, and then like now it's just at first in April there was like a month I kind of took off in July, everything just being inconsistent, and then when I got the campus and everything, it was just an interview, like maybe 3-4 interviews, like 3-4 interviews like a week type, and then it just started adding up basically, and that's just pretty much where I'm at right now, essentially. But it's like, it's like enough really talking about like the podcast in general and everything. Like I know we pretty much spoke about like my music and stuff of that nature. I feel like a lot of this episode has been kind of centric on me, and I'm kind of apologetic for that, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie, Roland. I feel like we should have been focusing mostly on you. So it's just like, when growing up in Maryland, and I understand you just pretty much like, how many brothers do you have? Or siblings in general?
10.
10?
10.
10 including you?
11.
Oh, snap. 11. No, because I didn't even expect I really didn't expect that. I don't know. Like, it just seemed like you probably have like 3 siblings or something like that. Like maybe 3, 4, maybe 2.
I mean, honestly, I only have one blood sibling.
Oh.
But I have foster siblings, god siblings, step siblings, and they're all considered my blood siblings. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, siblings are siblings, man. But just realizing that they're all like in the same household and everything, you know, just pretty much chilling together. You feel like that.
Mostly, it was vice versa, and they were in my household. I was in their house. It was a little bit of everything. So, you know, I never really was alone, and when I was, I mean, you know, I was cool in it. Had friends, so.
That's actually that's really cool. You feel like maybe that might have like influenced your I don't want to say your need or whatever to be like an RA, but maybe your abilities to be an RA, like just taking care of like other people and everything, looking out for others. You kind of just get it from being in a big family.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you know, just being an RE, just do your job and hope you live to see the next day.
Nigga, this ain't World 3, nigga. What the fuck? I think it's funny as hell.
But anyway, no. But I noticed like the whole time you've been drawing. Is like drawing like one of your interests too?
Nah, it's just something I do when my mind wanders, you know. I let the thoughts come out, and as I write or draw, you know, so does the mind.
And I know it's like, what exactly? Or is that some dude with green freckles or whatever? Or it's just you're just drawing like whatever. Like is that just a goatee?
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel that. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. Just to have your mind wander and everything. Really wish I could probably like get back into poetry like I used to, man. I used to write poetry like every day. Like even
Don't you basically do that with the rap?
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it's just I haven't been doing it as much as I used to. Like just it becomes like even doing like the music thing, like it just kind of felt I don't want to feel like a chore, but it kind of felt like work, you know?
Yeah.
In a sense, like it's just like you have to just kind of you have to come up with something before like a certain date of time, you know what I'm saying? Like be setting certain deadlines for yourself. Like, oh, I need to get this songs written, or I need to get this songs written by this time, or I need to get this recorded by this time. You know, it's
Right.
just, it's a lot that you need to get situated, and then it's just you think about it, and you're like, man, like what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't I get all together? Or why couldn't I like writer's block can be a huge thing. You know, you have to overcome it. It ain't even like really like anything. Just as soon as you put your pen on the pad or whatever, you type it down in your notebook, type it down on your like your notes in your phone and everything. It really just that's where it just sets off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's like that'd be my issue when it comes to like writer's block, because all it really did is just taking that first step, and even if it sounds stupid or whatever, you can still build off that very stupidity, redo it, and then it becomes genius.
You're right about that, though.
And that's really like my situation. Like there was one time I used to just write as many dumb ideas as whatever, and it wouldn't even matter to me. It wouldn't even faze me. Just get it out the way so you can get to something better, and then you can pretty much take all the best parts and just kind of put it all together like that. So it's just like moving on to like the next year. And even like the last 2 months, like even November and December and everything, like I'm hoping hoping that it's like I can be motivated enough to actually write for my EP and then move on to my next EP, and then that could probably be how I can start off the next year. It's just with 2 projects out, so it's just like, and then after that, I don't know whether if I want to just drop a song every week or if I just want to just say fuck it and just be like just drop a project every 2 months. It's really just a matter of like where I dedicate myself to, and that's just pretty much where I'm standing at, basically. But it's like in terms of like for this year and next year, like what's really like your goals going forward the next couple months, like from this year and to 2022?
You know how to turn on the TV?
Yeah, could you repeat that?
No, I mean like just like for the end of this year and next year, like what's your goals for like the end of this year and 2022? Like what's your goals personally? Like besides graduation and stuff.
My goal is pretty much. My goal, I don't really want to put that on myself, but honestly, when I think about my plans for the next year and year and a half, is to start school, have an internship, be under somebody who's a profession in the career field I want to go into, just all types of networking. So big time networking now, not just getting those connections, but making those connections lively, making them, more than just, a phone call, making them an opportunity. So making those opportunities then, business moves. So we just all on money moves for the next year and a half. We just making money. Get a car for sure. That's something on my list. Get my own apartment, get a qualified, stable job that ain't just paying 15 an hour. I need at least 20 an hour to 45. I don't care, man.
It's getting money, man.
Big dreams don't get you nowhere. Like, the only thing that's gonna hurt is if you make it and you fall and you don't get back up. Hey, as long as you can get back up, I don't say you should limit yourself at all to what your mind has in store for you. But definitely don't try to put too much pressure on yourself, because why stress yourself out about something that could or could not happen? That's pretty much all I gotta say, though.
No, man, that's cool, man. That's damn good, man. Real life is really about to happen for a lot of people. I don't even know if I'm prepared for the transition or not and everything. It's just I got the music thing I'm trying to focus on. I've been speaking to my father. He think he might hook me up with a little position. Working in his nonprofit business, like for creative and everything. Maybe he can put me on that board. I could be making my bread doing that, but also trying to see if I can find some way to make some passive income. I'm thinking about maybe starting my own YouTube channel probably in 2022. Maybe I could probably drop a couple episodes weekly, maybe 3 episodes a week probably seems pretty right. Maybe one focus on like health, maybe one is focus on mental wellness, and just other ones just focus on other type of stuff. Yeah, or maybe I could drop a video a day. I don't know. It just depends on really just if I can find a way to organize my schedule to set that up. That's why I'm really trying to see if I can get Tyler on. I'm trying to pick his brain on how he does his whole author stuff and everything. Because I'm trying to see if I can write a book too. And I already have the ideas for my books and everything written down. It's just really just a matter of just executing how to start a chapter, how to pretty much, write a book like the right way. Without it sounding like, so I can get people into it.
Do you ever write essays?
Yeah, essays ain't nothing to me. I have several rap books as it is. It's really just a matter of just really just trying to keep consistent, trying to organize it, but it's really just me just taking that first step, just trying to, I know I made a list of name of characters and everything. And then it's just trying to implant them into the chapters, one chapter, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and then trying to summarize like which each chapter is going to be at, and just trying to figure out like how like my story is going to end. Basically, whether if like my main character either escapes being within his adversity, or if he has to just accept being stuck in adversity. It's really just a matter of just which way I want to go with it, basically. So it's just like that. But so I must have to speak more about that one whenever Tyler Fisher has time to hop on the podcast or whatever. But it is what it is. But that's pretty much it for episode 44 of the Mental Threads podcast. This is me, your host, Toasty, signing out. And if you want to leave a couple final words for the audience, Roland Young, you're free to do so.
Thank y'all for listening. This was a good, time session to review some things with my old friend here, T. I heard some good music today, got some knowledge, learned some things. For the most part, just live your life. And I'm off.
Yeah, just live your life, and he's off, man. It's crazy. Like I first met Roland like back in like McLean Hall and everything. Man, I'm low key starting to miss McLean. Like it was hella spacious in McLean. I just realized and everything. If I had my own room in McLean and everything, I could put the beds together, bro. That would be magnifique. Yeah, I feel like that was probably like one of the best. Actually, that was the second best dormitory I was in. I was like, actually, George Street was probably a little bit better, to be honest, because they had the own bathrooms and showers. Yeah, I'm missing George Street just for that. Just the bathrooms and the showers just being like your own. But, you know, I ain't got to worry about that once I get my new apartment in 2022. Yeah, man, but that's just kind of where we're at with life right now and everything. This guy's been my RA like twice. Now, you've been my RA twice, basically. Yeah, so it's just like, you know, it is what it is on that end and everything. Plus, we had a French class together, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a struggle. I don't know how I passed that class. Most of the time, he wasn't even teaching. He was mostly just talking about some philosopher type stuff and everything in French class. So it's just like I really liked that class though. Ibrahim Sayev, Professor Sayev. Yeah, he's a damn good professor and everything. But it's like, yeah, I guess that's just kind of where we're at with life right now. But that's just it. We're just gonna sign out for episode 44. It's just like that. All right.
For sure.
Yep, for sure, definitely.